Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, as we'll see a team from the American, the South Florida Bulls. The Bulls ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running back searching for a hole. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
On the run, it's Bush. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Payne. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Canes want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Canes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll pull it on the read.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Wide out trying to get it in. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USF's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Let's talk for a second here about USF. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Offense in a bunch formation. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after. Ball.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Right on the money. After 45 on his way. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Cade! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
To their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 7 over Arizona. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the
intercepted. Got move on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Fights off the defender. He's up to 49 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that the season opener. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll try the run. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. What a huge call there. They had the turnover. Instead, the roughing the passer call takes it all away. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bulls will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around and they'll have to go back to work. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights. Good. Hold on just a second. Personal flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Now the defense with its back against the wall. After the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown Bulls! The AT unit on the field.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Payne. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. He might want another play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Hurricane! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jet. Turning it on! And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. The running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. Got a man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Gay. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Cavs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll start this drive firing. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Last incompletion leaves him still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Quick strike complete.
At this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there with the slant.
They just keep firing. Finds his back in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Miami! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll try to pop the draw. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Finds his man. It's Bradshaw. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Bulls headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. Dead center perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Caught over the middle. It's Bradshaw. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, you might as well have thrown it in the stands because you completed it, but not enough for the first down. Punt team's coming on the field. And the returner will be dragged down. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Gilbert. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Gilbert. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds on the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And off to Jones. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Easy completion on the shuffle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The give on the inside. Breaks into the open. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. The Bulls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Grab behind the line. It's McLaughlin. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Bulls are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. They're about to snap it for the 9th play on this drive. They need a yard on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college.
Takes it the other way. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They're setting up the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. Right down the boulevard. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Takes a handoff. It's Bush. Got enough for the 1st down. He's racked up 92 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Hauls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. 22 water. 22 water.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Here we go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play, but just couldn't secure the catch.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
Scanning the field, it's Beal. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. They get him out of bounds at the 32, and that is what you want out of this running game. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snags it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Touchdown USF. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He'll keep it himself. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Canes have this offense rolling. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the...
Never say die attitude, and I... especially in these young players, because they're out there competing, and I know... Scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The play action fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Beal. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that.
Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Let's go.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot.
Man, I've been there before. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game. You know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Beal. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. The give from the gun. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Punt is in the air. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds a man on the right. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Now on 1st down from the 30. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Hurricanes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Finding an escape route. Quick step and go. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Offense changing the play. They try to get it outside on the left.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And off to Jones. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Beal. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Going for it all. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the